In this YouTube video, I'm going to break down the exact 3-step process that I put my clients through and the process that I went through in order to lose 40 pounds in just 12 weeks. There have been guys who joined this program and have lost 82 pounds in just 16 short weeks. So I'm going to show you the 3-phase process, which generates exceptional results, as you can see up on screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through the 3 phases and review Miguel's journey. He's down 60 pounds in 5 months, and we're going to show how they correlate and how he lost that weight. So before we jump into the phases, what we're going to do is go through the 3 pillars that you need in order to achieve sustainable weight loss. The first one is nutrition. The way that I preach nutrition is it needs to be accountable. If you go on a boring diet, you're not going to stick to it. You'll lose the weight, but then you'll regain it back. What I'm about is implementing things that you enjoy. You need to eat foods that you enjoy in order to sustain the weight loss and keep it off. Also about nutrition, you need to learn how to eat in a proper way in order to lose weight without going on a diet. It is a skill that you need to develop and learn, but once you've learned it, you're good, your kids are good, your grandkids are good, and you're set to go for the future. The way we go about training in this program is we don't get you in the gym straight away. Unless you've already been training, we need to build the foundation. Just daily activity, some daily steps, some movement, things that you can sustain for a long time. Now, for some people, they're already in the gym, so we continue them in the gym because they've already built that base. It's all about having a lifestyle and habits that correlate with that lifestyle so that you can keep the weight off. And the third pillar is accountability. You can ask ChatGPT for the best program possible, but without that accountability, it is so hard to stick to. Without accountability, it is 10 times harder to stick to, and having that person with you on that path basically guarantees the results. So the 3 pillars, nutrition, training, and accountability, they all come together into this program in phase 1, 2, and 3 to achieve success. Now, utilizing these 3 pillars, let's go through the different phases. So we're going to talk about Miguel's journey paired with this program and just run through how it all works. So phase 1, we've got a calorie deficit paired with daily activity, a water goal, and macro manipulation. So a calorie deficit, basically what we're doing is eating less energy, less calories, but we're increasing the volume and the protein of the meals so that you're fuller for longer. Next up, we got the daily activity. That can be a step goal, that can be dancing, that can be skateboarding, that can be whatever. For Miguel, it was a step goal. So what we did is we had him at 5,000 straight away, and he was hitting those with ease. We built that habit, and in the first pillar, we just kept it at 5,000, just 5,000 every single day, setting his metabolic rate and his metabolism to then work on from there. Next up, we've got a water goal. So water helps with hydration, it helps with energy production, helps with cravings, and it helps with metabolism. So having that water goal, keeping it consistent, helped him stay on his goals. Just ticking off these daily habits, keeping him on track. The last part of phase 1 for Miguel was macro manipulation. So what we did is we increased the protein and we kept the carbohydrates and the fats at the same. Carbohydrates are very important for energy production. Fats are very important for hormone production. So we didn't want to cut out carbs or fats. We just increased the protein intake and decreased the total amount of calories. So phase 1, that was about 2 months. And after the 2 months, you hit a plateau. And when he hits that plateau, we then go into phase 2. So phase 2 for Miguel looked a little bit something like this. So we started off with manipulating his metabolism. That's increasing a few little things, really dialing in on all of the little habits. Next thing was we increased his calorie expenditure. So that's just increasing the step goal, increasing movement. Overall, he was about 8,000 steps in phase 2. That was the next 2 months, and that just kept him burning calories like a machine. And the third thing that we implemented in phase 2 was solidifying those habits. So that step goal, the water goal, tracking his calories, everything that he was doing was getting solidified in phase 2, not only so that he could get the weight off, but so that he could keep the weight off long term. Now, after those 2 months, you hit another plateau. Now for you, you might hit it in 1 month, you might hit it in 3 months, but for Miguel, it was 2 months, and then we go into phase 3. Okay, so Miguel's phase 3 looked a little bit something like this. After stacking all of phase 1 and phase 2, going into phase 3, The first thing we did was gain muscle. We got him in the gym. Now, this isn't needed for everybody, but for Miguel, he wanted to pack on some muscle so that he could keep the weight off at an easier rate. And what we did was up the step count. So being from 8,000, we then went to 10,000 and eventually 12,000, increasing his daily expenditure, making sure that he was in a calorie deficit the whole time. And the third thing we did was macro adjustment and calorie drop. So since you drop the weight, being a smaller human being, you need to eat less calories to survive. So what we did was we decreased the calories by a little bit, making sure that he was continually losing weight. Now, there are a few more things in between these phases and in the phases, but those are pretty much the big things. That being said, after phase 3, he reached his short-term goal of 60 pounds dropped, and we're still going. We've still got 1 month left, and we're killing it. Now, I want to quickly go in depth about how he stayed consistent through this journey. So, first of all, he had one-on-one contact with me every single day, making sure that we're hitting those goals. Second of all, we had a community group chat of all of the wins, people keeping everybody accountable, making sure that we're always reaching towards our goals. And lastly, he had a daily checklist on his app, which I host. It had a daily checklist of what he needed to do, making sure that he's ticking that off every single day, working towards those goals and building those habits. Now, that's Miguel's story in terms of the program. I just want to go through a few little wins that you guys might get some value out of. So this is my guy, Jeremy Zeller. He's down 30 pounds in 2 months and he's transformed his life. His wife is down 25 pounds and they're killing it together as a family. Now, if you guys want, you can pause right here and just read some of the awesome wins from my guy Jeremy. But moving on to Nick Reba, he's down 50 pounds in 20 weeks and he's transformed his life. This is him. Pretty mind-blowing, eh? He's absolutely killed it and I love to see him put in the work. Now, moving on to Marco Andri, he's down 30 pounds in just 12 short weeks while traveling as a business owner. He's absolutely killing it and he's still going. So if you think you're too busy to lose weight or you have too many work dinners, etc., Marco's just proved you wrong. This is arguably the best transformation so far. My guy David Seymour is down 88 pounds in just 20 weeks. Absolutely insane. His old clothes that he used to wear before losing the weight fit like blankets. It's absolutely crazy. Now, moving on to my guy Matt. He's down 87 pounds in just 22 weeks. Come on. He's an extremely busy CEO, and if you guys want, you can just pause right here and look at all of the countless messages and wins that he has done. Alright guys, I'm nearly done, I swear, just one more. My guy Kalen, he's down 40 pounds in just 12 weeks, and he's looking shredded. Come on, tell me you don't want that physique. He's killing it, he put in the hard work, and I love to see it. Almost finished, guys. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. If you've watched it this far, drop a fire emoji and some comment about your favorite win. Now, I can give you guys all of the information, but if you don't want to change, I can't force it on you. But if this is something that you are keen on and you genuinely want to change your life and this video is speaking to you, then feel free to book a call with me, link in description. If I can, best case, we'll get you your dream physique. Worst case, I'll at least send you in the right direction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the inside. Here's one last thing I want you guys to do. If you've made it this far into the video, I want you to go to Instagram, message me with a fire emoji so I know which legends made it this far. So one more time, go to Instagram, message me with a fire emoji, and I'll see you guys on the inside.